Howdy folks, and welcome to World of Tanks with the Magnificent Margon. Yes, it's been well and truly over another week. Super busy. Final term of the year has just been insane for work at the moment. But
time to roll out.
Having Kaz now finished uni, and I have now unlocked the Top Gun in the T30. Is sort of become, well, the best thing I've ever done. Now, as you can see, we are actually on Insk, and I've taken up a very defensive position. Now, I have not really ever sat in this position. It just dawned on me in this match, you know what, I'm not going to it's too far. I'm going to sit back and just try to get the alpha damage on this guy to play to my advantage. It's not something I regularly do. I don't know why. I generally try to move up into a more aggressive position. But this time aside, being such a small map, why not sit back and just wait for the tanks to just waltz into my gun, basically. Now, it's only going to be one battle tonight, just so all the unpleasantries out of the way. I was hoping the Conqueror would suck at this VK-45B round the corner instead of sort of dancing with him, but that didn't work for me. But that's okay. Now, I've only just got home, and it's quite late. I've got to get up for work at 3:30 in the morning, so I've got about 4 hours sleep for tonight, but that's okay. I got paid to work, so that's what pays the bills at the moment. Hopefully one day this sort of stuff might pay the bills for me. Hello, the T37. I love the T37. I think it's a great tank. Absolutely brilliant. The magazine gun on that thing is insane. But when you walk into the firing squad of a T30, I thought this one pulled back. Lucky little Churchill thing. I was aiming to sort of detrack it and do damage, but he just pulled back at the last second. T37's definitely got to have. They're the must tank at the moment. I myself have not actually acquired one. Reasons for me, well, it's sort of, what would the reason be? The reason was more or less, just had no time. I had too many other tanks to play, and the Chaffee's not priority listed at the moment for me to grind out and get top guns and tanks.
Enemy armor is
Straight
damaged.
through the side of the ISA. That is just, look at that. Look at that. Like, 742 damage. That's just like, that's full penetration damage there for the tank. And I'm trying to pull back. I really don't want to sort of leave myself exposed to the E75 and the Carnarvon too much. The Carnarvon with its great ray of fire.
Let's find another target.
Hit the concrete edge, bounced the 75. That was lucky. So now it's become down to I'm going to have to work on the Type 61, protect him to a certain extent, as well as play bully with an E75 and a VK-44 which is coming. So the side I'm going to take a chance with the Carnarvon,
Penetration.
do some work on him, and do what damage I can. This has come down to basically. It's time to do as much damage as we can. Look at that. Bounce the Carnarvon. Didn't bounce the VK-45B. I'm just getting chewed up there. E75. Trying to bounce him. Get one shot in the E75 and do 752 damage to him. Now, as you can see, this is like 3,000 damage on this battle. This is what the T30 performs like all the time for me now. I think I've sort of found a dream tank, more or less. This tank is just incredible. I've versed a lot of T30s, but when you actually are in the T30 tank, it is literally a completely different tank to what you expected it to be. And it is just, it's crazy. It is crazy. Oh, poor little T30. I love the T30 servers, but they just go pop so easily. But I suppose it is versing a tier 9, and it is a tier 6 light tank. Not too bad though. But yes, I love the T30. Absolutely love it to bits. I think it's a brilliant tank. I really couldn't recommend this tank for quits. If you haven't got one, work towards it. Now, getting through the T28 is a hard slog. It is very hard getting through the T28, and it's probably one of the hardest lines, in my opinion, to actually grind through. But then I have played the British heavy tanks, and that is the hardest to get through. I started on it. Definitely would not recommend it. But hey, it was a great learning curve for me. I learnt a lot playing it, and I have forgotten some of the skills I had learnt from the British heavy tanks, and I need to start doing more of those sort of skills and stuff with side scraping and everything else that I learnt to try and make my tank survive, because I'm doing too many little reckless things lately and not doing smart things. I've been focusing more on doing damage rather than trying to keep my tank alive. And this is where I sort of thought, you know what, I need to go back to basics. And sometimes you've got to go back to basics and start doing the simple things. And I started doing it with this tank, just taking my time, walking up as a TD should. As you saw, angling my tank the right way to get those bounces actually paid off and gave me that little bit more damage. 3,000 damage, not bad. So the T30, definitely a recommendation. But guys, I know it's sort of very short, probably 10-minute video. I can't say much else. I'm actually starting to fall asleep just doing this at the moment, editing it up. So guys, definitely going to be coming back for doing model tanks videos, probably weekly, daily again. I begin my holidays next week, as well as I've got a heap of videos now that I've played over the last week or so with Kaz. Stored up some really good ones, and I'm going to start putting them out there again. So I hope you enjoy them. Love to hear more. Thank you everyone still commenting on my M12 battle review that I did ages ago, back in April. That video, I don't know what it is, but people obviously liked watching things blow up, and that's why I actually have a M40, was it 40? No, M30. I have no idea. Tier 8 scumbag American, the one after the M12. You'll like this battle. It is a bit of a review. Ace Tanker badge awarded on this one. Probably very lucky shots again, but at the same time, it was just amazing to play, and it was on the seat the whole way through. And it was just a pity that the team couldn't keep back the tanks any longer. Every time we got one of our tanks popped up, two of our tanks would die to their one, and that was just the hardest part about the battle. It was always, they were just that one extra tank ahead in those deaths, and I couldn't do anything else to save my team. And in the end, standing there facing down an E100 like I had to, I just went, you know what, I've done what I can, and there's nothing more I can do at this point in time. That video will be coming up. I don't think it will come up tomorrow, but it will come up this week. That's for sure. It's going to be my review on the, whatever it is. I can't even think what bloody friggin' scumbag it is. That's how tired I am. That is how tired I am. just leave it at that. You guys will know what the next tank is. I can't think what comes after the M12 at the moment. It's the M40, 45, something like that, or M44, 45. I think it's something like that. I really can't remember. Outside that, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope you enjoy playing whatever games you're playing. Happy hunting. I'll catch you on those battlefields.